something that you should, they were already called out by the platform itself.
Right.
Diba? Ito, hindi to haka-haka. Barbers, makinig ka. Ito, hindi to haka-haka. Hindi to, Pogo Vloggers, makapinig.
Diba, Joey, they were penalized. Okay. Those accounts were blocked.
Banned by the
even platform. If they were paying subscriptions. They were blocked. So ano ngayon? Konektado ni anak niyo si Tangko.
Diba? Ano gagawin natin? So ngayon, kayo dyan sa HOR, na dangal-dangalan, we want transparency, real information, accountability, kinemirut, ganyan-ganyan. So what are you going to do now? Siyempre, hindi nyo naman papansin to, kalyado to nila Bongbong Marcos Kasama to sa one big incestuous family nila Ano to? Ba't ayaw nyo magsipagkilusan? CIDG, PNP, Nicolas Torre, anong gagawin natin dito? Putang ina ninyo, kami pinablish niyo yung pangalan namin ni Attorney Torion Dahil kanyo nagpapakalat ng fake news.
Kumusta naman yung kaso mo, Joey? Pero speaking of schedules, Joey, no? There was an interview. Meron na palang spokesperson yung impeachment court, no? Si Attorney Pongol, no? Magaling din, no? I saw his interview kanina ni Carmina Villaruel sa ANC at tinanong siya, theoretically or halimbawa lang daw, magpatuloy sa 20th Congress, no? Yung impeachment at impeachment trial. Ano daw ba yung unang gagawin at mangyayari? Parang sinabi niya na sa tingin niya, pag natutuloy yan, baka susundin yung procedure na i-refer sa Committee on Rules or Senate Committee on Justice. And there will be 60 days for the committee to file a report doon submit a report sa plenary. And then yung plenary na ang magde-decide if they will take the case and then constitute themselves into an impeachment court. So by that time, you're talking about September. Tapos wala pa yung impeachment court, no? And along the way, magdedebatihan nga yan, no? So ibig sabihin, while it is impractical now sa 19th Congress, I think also in the 20th Congress kasi SONA in July presentation of the National Expenditure Program of the President, the NEP, the budget for 2026 sometime in August. Mag-budget deliberations na rin yan kasi dapat mapirmahan ang budget 2026 by December. So I really don't think if they will have enough time to deliberate. Well, they can work overtime, pero yun na nga, again, going back to what we were saying na yun na nga, this is a political process, no? So there will be political accommodations, no? That will be given kasi nga mga politiko yan sila
Tama, ayan. So yun. May nagsabi nga dito, Attorney Tungol matanda or bata? Bata pa siya.
Yung bata. Yung bata.
Bata pa to. Ito, pinost ng may profile si Batas PH kung sino siya. I think, wait lang.
Magaling din, litigant din siguro, magaling sa anong tawag dito, mga procedural magaling.
Asa na nga yun? Ito. Administrator to. Wait, sorry.
Pero yun na nga, no? Grabe yung iyakan ng mga pare.
Kasi ready na sila.
Pero Joey, what can you say about Auntie Frances? Si Princess tinira na yung Senado. Tinira ni Auntie Claire yung Senado doon sa impeachment. Tinira naman ngayon ni Princess ang Senado patungkol doon sa 200 pesos na wage increase. So,
sumagot si Senator Jinggoy, ano? JV ba? Si JV? Si JV.
Jinggoy. Si Jinggoy,
ayan.
Si Jinggoy.
Unang-una kasi, I think mali talaga yung decision ng House of Representatives to get a spokesperson.
Mm.
Pagkatapos kung ang gagawin ng spokesperson na yun ay makikipagbardagulan lang, you're really up for for getting a lot of enemy. Kasi una-una lalo na yung ganyan. Tangina ko questionin mo yung Senate, institution yan eh.
Right.
Institution yan. Hindi naman Senate ang may kasalanan diyan, kineme ganyan.
Right.
And if you're going to talk about Senate as an institution, automatic 24 ang kaaway mo diyan.
Exactly.
'Di ba? 23 na 'yon, 23. Oh. Ayun, si JV daw, not Jinggoy. Teka, balikan ko.
Okay.
Wait.
And then on the flip side, pag tinira mo yung Senado na 24 bilang spokesperson ng House of Representatives, technically, lahat ng miyembro ng House of Representatives kaaway na ngayon ng 24 senators.
Oo. Correct. Well, kasi ang mas marami kasi ang Congress. So ngayon, ang Congress, pag in-address mo yan, sinabi ni Congressman ganito, magre-respond si Senator ganyan, ganyan. Hindi kasi yung statement kasi ni Princess dyan, sinabi niya, Senate ang kumay ng bill, di ba? Yun yung sinabi niya, ito, ayan. Si Jinggoy, ayan o.
Jinggoy nga
Si Jinggoy. Ayan. Ayun. So ang sabi ni Princess, Senate killed the wage hike bills. Ayan. So yun yung sabi ni Princess. O sabi ngayon ni Jinggoy, excuse me Madam Spox, ng HOR, the Senate did not kill the wage hike bill. Don't you blame us. Think before opening your mouth. Ayun. So pagka kasi ang nagsalita congressman, pagkatas ang sumagot, senador, it's a debate. Alam mo yun? Magiging debate lang yan. Why did you say that way? Ganyan, ganyan. Ngayon, since you are the spokesperson, you are actually representing the House of Representatives. So, that would become whatever you are going to say, you are going to bind the 19th Congress. So ngayon, pag magsasalita ka at titirahin mo yung Senate, ibig sabihin, tinitira mo yung Senate as an institution din. Ganon. And I think, kaya nga sabi ko, bad decision talaga itong ginawa nila. Kasi I'm pretty sure itong si Princess Abante, lang yan eh, political accommodation lang yan eh. Dahil natalo si Benny Abante, wala nang role si Benny Abante. Diba? O sige, ito, gawin nating spokesperson to. Because I'm pretty sure they want Princess Abante to be popular. Para pagkatuloy yan sa susunod na election, baka sakaling manalo. So they are just giving brownie point to this person. Just so maging makilala siya. So kaya yun binigyan ng very, very short stint. I mean, just po naman, mag-spokesperson ka pa, tapos na yung 19th Congress, di ba?
Pero have you, pero ako din kasi, parang din yan eh. There's an unwritten but very cardinal rule, yung parliamentary courtesy between the two co-equal
which he doesn't understand. Correct.
Which and this is the only time I think na yung Senate at yung Congress will engage in this theatrics ba. And the lower house noon kasi mga kongresista talaga and very academic yung debate kahit nagsasagutan sa media. Pero ngayon because technically the Senate didn't kill the bill They just proposed during the BICAM na instead of 200, 100 lang. Ako naman din amenable having been an entrepreneur all my life, Joey. Yung 200 pesos na across the board na increase, maraming matatamaan yun
it's going to kill a lot of small businesses.
Although may mga exemptions diyan, hindi rin yan po pwede na i-apply mo across the board talaga all over But in any case, pwede namang pag-usapan yan. Sabi pa ni Princess, di daw nakikipag-usap yung Senado.
And that's just very stupid remark. I mean, parang tanga ka, Pex, yung mga ganun hindi mo dapat sinasabi yun. you do not say anything that will attack the institution, okay?
Right.
That will, hindi dapat ganun yung tenor ng pagkakasabi mo. Talagang gagawa ka ng 24 na kalaban diyan. 'Di ba? Gagawa ka ng ngayon 23 silang senador. Gagawa ka ng 23 na kalaban diyan. 'Di ba? But anyway, I'm not going to complain, bitch. Diba?
Of course.
Tuloy mo lang para wala kang career, 'di ba? tama yung ginagawa mo.
Tuloy mo lang para marami kaming content.
Oo, tuloy mo lang para di ka manalo kahit kailan. Diba?
Pero,
feeling mo, ang galing mo di go.
pero na-bypass si Jay Ruiz, ha? Sa Commission on Appointments, ha?
Really? I didn't know that. Hindi ako updated. Hindi siya na-confirm.
Hindi.
Alam mo, sobrang pathetic ni Jay Ruiz. There was a photo na kumakalat na pinapayo. This guy is holding on to the possession. Like,
literally.
Yes. Lahat ng pwede niyang he attended the TRICOM hearing noong yung last na yung the one that closed that wrap up the TRICOM hearing, yung June 5. Nag-usap-usap kami. At saka kuda ng kuda si Jay Ruiz, kuda ng kuda, ganyan. Ang dami-dami niya sinasabi. Tapos yung tali-talinuhan talaga siya, and na-expose talaga na how stupid he is. And I realized, kasi ito di ba, yung kaka-appoint pa lang dyan kay Jay Ruiz, ang dami ng mga pasabog na meron siyang mga questionable contracts with PCSO, mga ganyan-ganyan. At ang nag-expose mga media company rin, mga news organization. Hindi nanggaling sa vloggers 'yon. Nanggaling 'yon sa mga peers niya. 'Di ba?
Na-pick up lang ng mga vloggers.
Na-pick up lang ng mga vloggers, pero ang naglabas noon mainstream media. So kaya nung time na 'yon, parang sabi ko, bakit hindi bet ng mga peers niya si Jay Ruiz? Galit. Bakit parang yung mga nasa yung mga nakakausap ko ng mga PR people, hindi nila bet si Jay Ruiz, ganyan. So anyway, madami ng mga issue na lumalabas sa kanya and things like that. Pagkatapos parang nagtataka ako, sabi ko, bakit nandito yan sa TRICOM? Bakit Ang sabi ng matalinhagang ibon, kaya raw nagpunta yan sa TRICOM. Kasi gusto raw magpasikat. Na parang ito about fake news, about kasi it's a PR thing 'di ba? Yung public communication kasi dahil fake news kineme. So parang gusto niyang ibida yung mga ginagawa niya in order to manage the fake news against the administration. Kasi mga suggestions talaga ni Jay Ruiz, so parang ano pinag-iisip nito? Tapos he was comparing Meta and social media platform and the fake news peddler to an individual going to a mall and buying fake stuff. So sabi niya, dapat daw may pananagutan ng mga social media platform pagdating sa mga fake news. Kasi daw para lang daw itong katulad ng pupunta ka ng mall, tapos bibili ka ng bag, pagkatapos yung bag na binili mo, counterfeit. Di ba raw may pananagutan daw dun yung mall, pagka ganon. And that really, parang, oh my God, Jay Ruiz, you are so stupid! Diyos me. Parang, ano ba naman yan, Jay Ruiz? Diyos ko po na, kaya pala hindi ka nire-respeto ng peers mo.
Tama. Pero what about this new expose? Na yung anak ni Yossi Tiangco na si Jager pala is the one running the troll farm.
That is the that is our second topic for today. Actually, yan talagang isa ring gusto kong pag-usapan ngayon Diyos ko, nakakaloka.
Oh, grabe, no?
Well, let me just let me just i-update lang muna yung mga viewers natin tungkol dito sa baliting.
Update mo muna, okay.
Yes. I-update ko muna sila. Okay. 2 days ago, yesterday there was an article from OpenAI. Yung Explain PH actually is parang parang newsletter ng news website ng OpenAI. Ayun. Okay, so nag-publish sila ng news item. Okay. Nag-publish sila ng news item. And, teka lang ha, i-pull up lang natin. Very, very quick. Ito. Okay. So, nag-publish sila ng news item. At ang sabi nila dito, si OpenAI binan yung PH users tied to AI-generated pro-Marcos campaign. So, ngayon, ang sabi dito, ang tawag dito, ayan, OpenAI has banned several ChatGPT accounts operating from the Philippines for generating coordinated social media content that supports President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. and attacks Vice President Sara Duterte. Ayan. The comment sections are also filled with pre-written praises from inauthentic accounts with no followers and original posts. The same strategy appeared in news posts from mainstream outlets such as ABS-CBN using fake accounts. So, this is not just Bongbong Marcos, pro-Bongbong Marcos campaign. ABS-CBN is also doing this. Diyos ko, ABS-CBN, sagot! Ayan.
Reuters expose 2.0, Joey.
Correct, oo. These profiles lack friends, timeline activity, signs of genuine engagement, and were found to have been created only around December 2024. OpenAI said the campaign followed a methodical process of analyzing contents, generating replies, and drafting promotional materials that exaggerated its effectiveness. The promotional pitches claimed the campaign has achieved high reach and engagement, likely to impress current or potential clients. Ito, investigators named the operation High Five in reference to the upbeat tone, frequent emoji use, and pro-Marcos comments. Although the campaign published large volume of comments, most of them failed to attract likes, shares, and replies from real social media users. And I think, kaya ako, anong tawag dito? Okay, kaya ako sa totoo lang, hindi ako insecure dyan sa mga yung mga number of followers na yan. I never boosted my social media accounts, any of them. Never. So,
same as me.
Yeah, correct. So, kaya takot sila sa atin, kuyang eh. Kasi yung engagement natin authentic.
Even with the restrictions, ha?
Even with the restrictions, correct. Even with the restrictions, ayan. So, anyway, ito na nakakaloka.
Sige. Next na.
Ayan. Sorry. Asan na yan?
Yeah, next, right. Yan.
Ito. It's June 5 report. OpenAI identified CommonSense Inc., a marketing and public relations firm based in Makati as the group behind this propaganda.
Propaganda talaga yung term, ha?
Yes. This marks one of the first publicly documented cases where a Philippine firm has been directly linked to an artificial intelligence-driven political influence campaign. According to OpenAI, the banned accounts were part of the covert effort that used artificial intelligence to generate partisan messages designed to shape public opinion online. The firm reported The firm reportedly used ChatGPT to analyze political discourse, identify pro-Marcos narrative, and mass-produce short social media comments in both English and Filipinos. Ayan. Ito pa. These comments are few. Ayan, anyway. Ayan, OpenAI found 5 TikTok channels tied to the operation, began posting identical videos in mid-February, each with different caption to give the illusion of originality. Ayan. Okay. So, ayun na nga. So, sino si CommonSense? Si CommonSense, eto yan, pagka ginugol mo yan, makita mo yung office niya, ayan, 6764 Ayala Avenue. Ito yung office. Tricom? Wala tayong gagawin dito, mga putang ina nyo. Galit na galit kayo sa fake news, pagpapakalat ng propaganda. Eto, Sige nga, sabihin nyo this is fake news. Sabihin nyo sa CEO ng ChatGPT, ng OpenAI.
Pero ang nakakabahala dyan, Joey, nakakaalarma dyan, itong si Jigger Tanco ay anak ni bilyonaryo Yossi Tanco, na crony ni Marcos, na siyang may-ari ng kanilang campaign HQ, na may-ari naman ng STI College, na unang naging tanyag sa kanilang pag-offer ng mga IT courses. But more than that, Joey, Yossi Tanco, the father of Jigger Tanco, is now the chief executive officer, the chairman of the board of DG Plus, who operate Bingo Plus, the most popular online casino. Ka-korporasyon niya, si Albi Benitez, na ngayon ay isang kandidato for speakership.
Yes.
Ngayon naman, di ba may yung Becoming Filipino na post no, nakita niya yung chuper na nag-load ng load, di ba?
Tayo ang ganda ng transition natin, Kuya Ibi. Ang ganda ng transition natin, papunta talaga dito. Papunta talaga dyan yung nasa topic ko eh.
Diba, kasi tayo ni Sas, di ba? Tayo ni Sas talagang grabe, anti-online gambling talaga tayo. In fact, ang aking ads sa YouTube, no? Talagang ni-restrict ko yung casino, alcoholic beverage, tsaka cigarettes. Talagang gambling lahat. Kaya mababa yung ads revenues ko kasi ang malaking ads talaga yung gambling eh. So ni-restrict ko talaga kasi talagang hindi ko talaga yung nakakaano talaga yung online. So ngayon, makikita mo na ngayon, Joey, pag if you connect the dots, no, these people are actually operating, no, an entire business, no, based sa social media platforms, based sa internet. So ngayon, nasaan na ngayon yung TRICOM? Pag ikaw ba, Joey, nag-convene ulit kasi sabi ni Abante, leave to the young guns yung Quadcom or TRICOM. Ako talaga, pag pinatawag ako, pupunta talaga ako doon. Talagang they will use it as an itong expose na to ng OpenAI.
True. Eto nga no, yung I would just like to go back a little bit Kuyang do sa sinabi mo na itong si Common and Sense Inc. Yung anak nito na si Jagger Tanco ay anak ng bilyonaryo na Marcos crony. And ayun nga na they're also the owners of STI and they're also very, very involved doon sa DG Plus. So kumbaga parang makita na natin dito na this is one big incestuous family, ano? Right. Sila-sila din. Sila-sila din. 'Di ba? Grabe talaga. And I mean, those young kids who are listening to us right now, I would just like to tell you guys that this is the same group who develop and propagandize yung Sarah Fiona.
Oh, yun.
Fiona yan. 'Di ba? Ito rin 'yon. So ngayon, kayong mga bagets, wag nyo kaming tinuturuan kasi kayo naniwala kayo dito sa AI generated na propaganda. 'Di ba? Kayong mga bagets, wag nyo kaming tinuturuan pagdating sa politics. Sa totoo. And I'm really saying this with all honesty and with all love and care. Sa totoo lang.
Right.
I am not saying that the younger generation should not talk about politics, okay? You should talk about politics, but do not ever think that what you know is something that we should just that we should just adopt. Ganon. The younger generation has a lot of sa totoo lang ha, and hindi kasi nare-real talk yung mga yung mga batang generation eh. You grew up with a very, very actually kasalanan din to ng generation natin, no? Kasi in-enable din natin yung mga bata na hindi magsalita ka lang, hindi tama yung sinasabi mo, yung mga ganyan. But I think it's very important na yung mga matatanda rin kasi like tayo, kailangan nyo rin talagang i-real talk yung mga bata. Lalo na pagka when they are saying things that, no, why do you think that? Question them. Kapag kunwari may sinasabi sila about bakit mo naman naisip yan? Bakit sa tingin mo ganyan yung opinion mo? Ganyan-ganyan. It's time for it's time for older generation tayo, yung mga millennial. Marami rin mga parents sa mga edad natin eh. Tigil-tigilan na natin yung the world is your oyster. Na kahit anong hindi pag-isip matalino ka, you are the best kineme. No. I think that's very dangerous, no. You should start questioning your children. Kasi itong mga batang ito yung mga madaling-madali na mga ganitong klaseng information eh. Pero they believe in an AI generated propaganda. And this is the same generation with 95% with 500% increase
HIV infections.
In HIV infection, 95% of which is a male-to-male infection.
15 to 25 years old.
15 to 25 years old, correct. So, I think, meron ng ang tawag dito, there is a breaking news na si PRRD, yung defense team ni PRRD files an urgent request for interim release.
Oh, yun na yun. Okay. So, hindi nila inantay yung decision on the question of jurisdiction. Kasi sa tingin ko noon, Joey, antayin muna nila pag the court decides that hindi nag-acquire ng jurisdiction, automatic maipauwi si Digong, di ba? Pero pag acquire sila ng jurisdiction, doon na sila hihingi ng interim release, no? Providing na uuwi muna pag mayor siya at pagka naka-schedule ng trial, pupunta doon sa The Hague para i-try. Ngayon parang because of what's happening to the ICC now, the US sanctions and everything, so baka yun Okay.
Yeah. Well, kasi hindi naman kasi talaga required na ma-settle muna yung jurisdiction. Hindi naman siya hindi siya condition sine qua non.
Right.
So, but anyway, I think I think the defense team of PRRD are, kasi yun nga sabi, kagaya nga ng sinabi mo, pwede naman na parang maghintay sila after but they nevertheless they requested for the interim release of PRRD. So I'm pretty sure they are they have taken all the all the factors here and deemed it reasonable to request for the interim release of PRRD. Siguro mataas yung mataas rin talaga ang chances that he's going
kasi
to be
lagi sinasabi ni Attorney Kaufman, Joey, na pag tinatanong siya about the filing of the request for interim release, lagi niya sinasabi na it's a question of timing daw. There's a right timing for that. There's a right time for that. The conditions had to be there for us to file that. Parang ganun ba? So, tama ka, no? Maybe now they deemed it proper and the conditions are there, no? Timely. Maramang dyan, Joey, explanation at mga premise, bakit sila nag-request? Mayroon ba mga attachments or ano lang? Confidential ba yung mga
No, I don't see. Teka, tingnan natin sa page ni ICC. Wait. ICC.
Ngayon lang pala, June 12.
Bagong-bago lang, kuya.
With confidential annexes A, B, and C. So confidential yung annexes.
Yung ibang okay. So tingnan natin what they can what are the okay. Ito. Public redacted version of urgent request. Okay. Nakikita nyo? Nakikita mo kuya?
Yes.
Okay.
Malalakyan mo pa ba yan? Page.
Ayan, ito kuya.
Yun.
Yan. Okay. Ayan. So respectfully request in accordance with Article 60, Paragraph 2 of the Rome Statute, interim release. The government has expressed to the defense its advance and principled agreement to receive Mr. Duterte.
Meron na palang territory.
Oo, pero hindi pa nila sinasabi kung ano.
Yes. Kasi yun ang requirement, sabi ni Attorney Kaufman.
Yeah,
that there should be a state willing to accept. So,
correct.
But it doesn't mean na it is a different state than his country of origin.
Yes, yes.
It could be the Philippines. It could be Timor-Leste.
Correct. Ayan. Has expressed to defense its advance and principled agreement to receive Mr. Duterte onto its territory for the term of his interim release and will act in accordance with its domestic law to implement such condition as deemed appropriate by Pretrial Chamber 1. Inter partes discussion on interim release commenced between counsel and the chief prosecutor himself immediately after the initial appearance. Since then, since the chief prosecutor's leave of absence, the prosecution has confirmed its non-opposition to the interim release. Okay.
Oh my God! They are not opposing. Holy shit, Joey!
Actually, ano to ang tawag dito? To be honest, I already know this.
Yeah, I know.
I already know this.
I know you.
Yung if you're gonna go back doon sa siguro yung live ko I was talking about this na
nag-post ka nga noon nung nandun si Sen Aimee. Double agent ka talaga.
Double agent talaga. So medyo alam ko na to. It's just that it is really, I don't think it is proper for me to.
Yeah, I know.
Parang I think these are the things that we should just sabay-sabay nating malaman. Oo.
Pero Joey, before you proceed, I just would like to make mention sa mga nakikinig natin dito. Merong statement si Inday sa Malaysia na kaya daw niya tangay-tangay si Sen Aimee. Parang hinostage daw niya. Kasi yung kapatid daw niya, ang naglagay kay PRRD doon sa Dahig, dapat si Sen Aimee daw ang makapabalik kay PRRD doon sa Davao City. At hindi raw niya bibitiwan si Sen Aimee, talagang tatangay-tangay niya kung saan siya pupunta hanggat hindi maiuwi si PRRD doon sa Davao City. At ngayon, timing, kasi kanina yun eh. Ngayon, meron na sa ICC.
Correct.
Wow.
Ayan. So
I cannot hide my joy, even if I already had an inkling and everything.
Yeah.
Especially reading it na hindi nag-oppose yung prosecutor.
I am going to show you the Actually, sinabi ko nga, teka lang ha. Hanapin ko yung I think ito dito. Wait. Ito ba yun? Hindi yata ito. Wait. Birthday ni Imba. Ito.
Makakauwi. Yan.
Ito, makakauwi na ba si PRRD? Kaya actually at this point, alam ko na. Asan na ba yung aking comment dito? Meron akong comment dito Asan na ba yun? Wait lang ha.
So nag-comment ka?
Meron akong comment na I really believe that PRRD okay, wait lang. Nandito yata yun. Dun sa shorter version ng video na yan. So 13 days ago, sinabi ko na yan. At ayan, okay. Ito yung shorter version. Shorter version. Ayan, so sinabi ko na, I feel it in my bones that PRRD will come home. Isipin nyo ng mabuti kung ano ang gagawin nyo pagdating ni PRRD sa Pilipinas. Of course, ayan. So, Ayun. At saka meron ako mga sinabihan nito before. Meron na, yung mga sinabihan ko nitong mabuting balita na ito, alam nyo kung sino kayo. Ayan, taas ang kamay.
Meron ding bumulong sa
dyan, ng mga sinabihan
meron ding bumulong sa akin pero hindi ikaw. Traitor ka.
Hindi ka kasi sumasagot. Hindi ka kasi sumasagot. Ayan. Pero yun, okay? So, okay. Ang tawag dito, so yung mga nasabihan ko na, you know, it's really very, well, let's just wait for things to unfold. I think it's better that way. It is better that way. I think there's no need to make this a competition, whether or not, kasi it may jeopardize the welfare.
Sino maka-breaking news?
Oo, kapag ka, kapag ka, alam mo yun, kapag ka, inadvertently ni-release yung information, because sometimes, you know, the information is not really a competition. So I think these are matters that
sabi lang natin dito na kami ni Joey, we've been together na hindi niyo na nakikita, and we are privy to very, very sensitive information that we could have used to gain clout or whatever it is na sinasabi nila na clout chaser kami ni Joey. If you just knew what Joey and I knew since we became friends, no? In February of 2024 or even before that, hanggang ngayon.
Correct.
Kung alam nyo lang, ang alam namin na hindi namin pinopost or hindi namin sinasabi sa inyo, I mean, you know, really. So, kaya
because these are things that you just have to wait as it happens. So
we just have,
Ayan. So anyway, yun nga yung yun nga yung ayan, yung mga tumatawa-tawa sa comment section, alam niyo kung sino kayo. Ayan, yung mga nakakaalam dyan, yung mga nasabihan natin dyan. Ayun, yung
Joey, it's very significant, ha? Very symbolic din, ha? It's June 12, ha? Independence, ha? Independence Day, ha? Tinaon talaga ng pag-file ni Kaufman, ha? Tinaon
correct. Ayan. Okay, so yun. Ayun, anyway, sana tayo na Joey, nawala antok ko. Bigla akong iyak, sabi ni Captain Fat Sparrow.
Oh, right.
Yung mga taong chismoso rin na nasabihan ko, huwag kayong mag-alala, nagsipag-iyakan rin sila. Alam na nila to 2 weeks ago pa. Nag-iyakan din sila. Ayan.
Kaya nga hindi na ako nag-apply ng Schengen visa eh. Baka pagpunta natin doon, pabalik na si Bianca.
Ayun. Lalo na ito, iyakin to si Tatay Amik eh.
Ayun. Ay, Tatay Amik, hello.
Well, anyway, it says here that the proposal for the interim release was unopposed. Okay, it was unopposed. Okay, so it gets really it gets really positive from here on, yung interim release ni PRRD. So, ayan, in light of its agreement of terms of condition for interim release, the defense submits that the prosecution accept the risk factor enumerated, blah blah blah. The Duterte is not flight risk. Okay, so yun so ganda ng talagang okay. Oh my God. So talaga, there is a this is a slam dunk, I think, the interim release.
Slam dunk.
Post din man siya so
slam dunk yan.
Pa-flash ng document, nakakaiyak, grabe. Ayan, sige, mag-iyakan na kayo.
Sige na, iyakan na kayo.
Iyakan na kayo. Ayan.
Request pa lang yan, ha? Wala pa yung, hindi pa yan ginagrant, ha? Baka sabihin ninyo na granted na. Hindi pa. This is just a request. We will have to wait for the ICC, Pre-Trial Chamber 1 to grant the request for interim release. Okay?
Ayan. So yun, parang ang sinasabi dito, meron ng tumanggap na bansa kay PRRD. Okay? Wala ring opposition yung kabilang panig. So it looks like this is a shoe-in. Ayun, this is a shoe-in. Ayan. May redacted na host country meaning hindi uuwi. Oo, hindi. Alam mo kung bakit? Ayaw
Ba't ikaw na lang umiiyak?
Ayaw tanggapin ni Bongbong. Putang ina niya. Ayun. Kaya nga di ba di kasi kayo nanood ng live ko nun eh. Panoorin niyo tong ang tawag dito, balikan niyo tong live ko na to. Okay, wait.
Sige. Okay.
Balikan niyo tong live ko na to. Itong live ko na to.
Makakauwi si PRRD. Okay, sige.
Yung sa live section,
makakauwi si PRRD.
Ito. But panoorin niyo tong episode na to, malalaman niyo kung bakit hindi sa Pilipinas. Kung bakit hindi sa Pilipinas.
Sinabi na yan ni Auntie Claire. Sinabi na yan ni Auntie Claire noon, di ba? They will not recognize.
Correct. Ayan. Balikan nyo to. So dito sinabi ko, kaya hindi siya makakauwi. Si Auntie Claire mo, di ba? Sinabi na ni Auntie Claire mo kung bakit.
Malaysia, truly Asia.
Ayan. Okay? So, yun. Kaya dapat lagi kayo nanonood ng live. Oo.
At dapat sagutin yung tawag ni Joey.
At dapat sagutin yung tawag ko. Ayun. Ayan. Okay. So, yarn ang kwento ng buhay. Okay? So, yan sabi ko sa inyo, ang information ay hindi competition. There are some na information that we just need to watch unfold together. In order not to jeopardize any goal or any prospects. Ayan, okay? So sabi ko nga sa inyo, ngayon pa lang, isipin nyo na, kung sakaling hindi makukuwi, kung sooner or later, I really believe that PRRD will be home. Okay? I really believe that he's gonna be home. So, kaya nga sabi ko, you think of what you are going to do. Ngayon pa lang, meron na kayo dapat na plano. Pag uuwi si PRRD, what are you going to do? Sino yung mga kasama ninyo? Magbuo-buo na kayong magkakamag-anak, magkakaibigan, what is our plan if PRRD is going to be in the Philippines? Of course, ito sa dito sa, hindi natin alam kung ano yung country na tinutukoy, di natin alam. Mamaya, Pilipinas pala yun, di ba? Malay natin. I do not know, hindi natin alam, no? But if ever that's going to be the Philippines, or if ever that's going to be other country, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Okay? So, that is something that you have, I said this already 13 days ago. For me, that's the more important message. Magnilay-nilay kayo, isipin ninyo, mga katropa ninyong Duterte supporter, lahat ng merong Duterte sa noo. Okay, nakakilala ninyo. Assemble now and think of what you are going to do when Tatay is back in the Philippines. Ayun.
Right.
Ayun. Okay? Pupunta akong KL, feeling ko kung doon. Okay?
Alam niyo mga kaibigan, mga nagdito, nag-usap-usap na kami ni Joey doon sa land down under. Di ba, Joey? Pupunta kami ng The Hague noon. Kami ni na Atty. Glenn Chong, usap-usap kami doon. Tony Trixie, no? So, baka Malaysia na siguro.
Oo. Abangan na lang natin.
Abangan natin.
Okay? Abangan natin. Ayun. So, anyway, ayun na nga. kailangan ko na rin kontakin yung diplomat na na-meet ko sa event sa peace conference. Ayan. Okay. Anyway, ayan.
Okay.
So anyway, ang ganda nung segue mo kanina, Kuyang, ha? Yung, okay, bago lang tayo pumunta dito sa post ni Becoming Filipino on the online gambling, I would just like to get your take nga doon sa, ito ang linaw-linaw tangina, nagpapakalat ng fake news, nagpapakalat ng mga evil propaganda na hindi totoo. Diba? And the House of Representatives' reaction is nothing. Diba? But these idiots in the House of Representatives called us pogo paid vloggers, narco vloggers, vloggers paid by illegal drug money. Diba? Pinatawag-tawag kami dyan sa House of Representatives, subjected to public humiliation, itong mga putang inang to. And now, OpenAI confirmed na merong opisina dyan sa Makati
na may-ari ng isang malaking universidad or eskwelahan
na nagpapakalat ng fake news, organized. Meron pang award na creative of the year, parang gano'n. Ina. Diba?
So ito na, makikita na to, Joey, no? And the report actually is not a third-party investigative report, just like Reuters. In fact, it is the platform itself policing its own OpenAI.
Yeah.
No? Na nagsasabi
that's what the House of Representatives wanted, di ba?
Wanted to do, to police themselves, yung social media platform. Now, nandito na yan. Ito na yan. Oh, bakit na meme? Bakit si Jay Ruiz?
Correct. So, ano to? Ba't ayaw na magsipagkilusan? CIDG, PNP, Nicolas Torre, anong gagawin natin dito? Putang ina ninyo, kami pinablish niyo yung pangalan namin ni Attorney Torion Dahil kanyo nagpapakalat ng ng fake news.
Kumusta na ba yung kaso mo, Joey? Joey, kumusta na yung kaso mo sa Davao? Doon final yun
I filed my counter affidavit. Attorney Bobet also filed his counter affidavit. And of course, we move for the dismissal of the nasa fiscal level pa lang naman siya fiscal level pa lang naman siya. But of course, kasi I went to Davao in order to get to get a copy of the complaint. And nung nakita ko yung complaint, nakakatawa. Kasi ang sabi nila doon, ang allegation nila doon, ang kaso is unlawful utterances.
154
unlawful utterances. Yun yung kaso. Ngayon, unlawful utterances kasi fake news daw yung pinapakalat ko. Hindi daw totoo yung pinost ko. The post in question was when I said that nakakahiya kayong PNP, ginawa niyong tagapalakpak yung mga police officers ninyo. Nakakadiri kayo.
Yung pinagpasuot ng pula? Yung ba yun?
Yes, touch of red. Yung pinagsuot ng touch of red. Ayan, okay. I posted a memorandum of, a PNP memorandum with the names redacted. Okay? Doon sa post ko na yon. And they are saying that it is fake news. Yun yung allegation nila. Hindi yun totoo, fake news yan, ganyan-ganyan. And then the second allegation that they said, na I publish a PNP document that is unauthorized to be published. Yun yung sabi nung So parang sa akin, parang, etang ina pala nitong mga to Akala ko ba fake news? Kung fake news to at pinablish ko, dapat, yung complaint nyo sa akin, nag-aaway. Diba? Nag-aaway. Ano ba? Totoo ba talaga? O hindi. Diba? Ganun lang yan. Kung sasabihin yung fake news, ibig sabihin, hindi nyo ko-questionin yung publication ng document. Ibig sabihin, hindi totoo yung document. So there is no issue on the publication because that's not a real document. That's not your document. If it's fake news, meaning, hindi totoo yung document na yon. Ganon. Ngayon, ang sinasabi nila is that nag-publish daw ako ng isang document na hindi authorized i-publish. So ibig sabihin, totoo yung document. Totoo yung memo. Na nagpasuot kayo ng touch of red sa mga pulis ninyo para mag-attend ng alyansa, ano yun, yung alyansa para sa bagong kaputahan, di ba? So, anyway yon. So, of course, syempre, on its face, talagang inconsistent talaga. And if this is going to move up to the, to the court, at bibigyan to ng due course, this is really, 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 questionable. Kasi parang, eto pa, nakalagay doon kung nasaan yung original post ko. Kung nasaan yung original post. The document was actually taken from someone else who originally posted the document. So it wasn't me who originally posted it. Pero ako lang yung kinasuhan nila ng parang unauthorized posting. Hindi naman nila kinasuhan yung iba. And also, it is not a confidential document. It is a government memorandum. The presumption is all government circular, memorandum, resolution, or whatsoever. Those are public documents.
Right.
Unless ilalagay nyo dyan sa dokumentong yan, confidential, it's not even confidential, bitches. So talagang panggigipit lang talaga itong ginagawa nila. Panggigipit lang talaga. And of course, yun nga, parang sasabihin nyo fake. Paano naging fake news yun? Inamin ninyo na memo nyo yun. Diba? Ano, ikukulong nyo ako dahil tinawag ko kayong nakakadiri? Walang crime doon. Your offended feelings doesn't constitute a crime. Me offending your feelings doesn't constitute a crime. Diyos ko.
Exactly.
Ayan. So anyway, wala pang reply yung reply. But I'm very confident it's going to be dismissed because I am not stupid.
Yeah. Exactly. So ngayon, ano na ngayon? Nandyan na yung expose. Will it follow the same fate, no? Will it become the same expose sa Reuters na yun explosive yun kasi worldwide yun about the propaganda of the Pentagon sponsored propaganda against Sinovac. Ngayon wala na. Napag-usapan nga ni Senator Amy, sandali lang yun sa kanyang committee. Wala nang final committee report. Ito pa kaya, Joey, what do you think?
Well, this really calls for This really calls for an inquiry because yung AI kasi is becoming more and more powerful as time passes by. Exactly. And it's gonna become more difficult to identify what is real and what is not. So I think for that reason alone, because the technology is actually, ang unang narinig ko dito na nagsalita about AI, about how we're going to approach the AI technology was Senator Amy Marcos
Right.
Isa siya sa mga unang nagsalita dito na pagdating sa trabaho, pagdating sa education, we have to address AI technology. What are we going to do about this?
We have to. And it can even help, Joey, in bridging the critical thinking gap.
Yes.
If you use AI tools doon sa eskwela.
Yeah. If used properly.
So maganda talaga because alam mo, Joey, yung anak ko, yung youngest daughter ko, grade 9 siya. Ang ginagawa nila, Joey, tinuturuan sila. Merong AI tool, no? Na meron silang topic. Tapos siya yung magpo-prompt. Tapos sa AI na yon, yung isang AI will take the affirmative and yung isa naman will take the negative arguments at magdedebate yung AI and then my daughter now extracts from the arguments of both sides and then the citations and the sources effectively fast-tracking her research, fast-tracking her understanding, and now making it more fun pa. So ako, natutuwa talaga ako when she does it, no? Kasi nag-uusap sabi ko sa sarili ko, putang ina, kung nandito pa yan, I could have finished my engineering siguro in less time.
Ayan, ito. Ayan. So I think it is something that has, not only because of the unethical use of Com and Sense Incorporated na nagpakalat sila ng nagpropagandize sila ng very unethical nagpropagandize sila using AI in an ethical manner. So this is serious stuff. This is something that you should they were already called out by the platform itself.
Right.
Diba? Ito, hindi to haka-haka. Barbers, makinig ka. Ito, hindi to haka-haka. Hindi to Pogo Paid Vloggers. Makati.
Diba, Joey, they were penalized. Okay. Those accounts were blocked.
Banned by the
even platform. If they were paying subscriptions.
They
were blocked. So ano ngayon? Konektado ni anak niyo si Tangko.
Ano gagawin natin? So ngayon, kayo dyan sa HOR, na dangal-dangalan, we want transparency, real information, accountability, kinemirut, ganyan-ganyan. So what are you going to do now? Siyempre, hindi nyo naman papansin to, kalyado to nila Bongbong Marcos Kasama to sa one big incestuous family nila Diba? Sila rin to
Asa na yung anti-troll farm bill?
Diba? I mean, they are the ones supporting each other. Diba? Na yung ape at yung nang-aape at yung mga ganyan-ganyan, nasa isang pamilya lang din, sila lang din magkakampi. Diba? Magkakakampi.
Kasi pag hindi ito na-detect, Joey, I think they would have used it for propaganda again on the impeachment of VP Sara.
Exactly. I think so. I think so. Ayun.
Di ba yung sinare mo nga sa TikTok yung isang content creator doon na grabe yung following, di ba? Di ba may sinare ka doon na kinall out mo? Parang bakla din yun. Na beauty product na ata yun. Tapos critical commentary.
Si Airlines,
Airline something.
Parang parang M Airlines official, parang gano'n.
Right, something